Hello friends, myself Mukesh Patel. Welcome to my YouTube channel Explore Technology. Today we will discuss the topic array and row measure and column measure array. So before starting, if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe to this channel. So without wasting much time, let's get started. First we'll see what is an array and the characteristics of array. Array is a finite number of elements that have same data type. Each and every elements of array having same data type. Then the characteristics of array. Array is non-primitive and non-linear data structure. Array is a group of elements having same data type. Every elements assigning a unique number. Memory occupied by array is depending upon the data type, whether it is an integer, float, character, etc. And every element of an array stored sequentially or in linear fashion. Then we'll see what is row measure and column measure array. In row measure, for an example, suppose this is a multidimensional array having 3 rows and 3 columns. Whenever we are implementing in row measure, then the first row, that is 1, 2, 3, will store. Then the second row 4, 5, 6 will store next to this, and the third row 7, 8, 9 will store next to 4, 5, 6. But in the column measure, the first column, that is 1, 4, 7, will store in sequentially, then the second column 2, 5, 8, and then the 3, 6, 9 will store in sequential manner. Then we'll see the address calculation formula for row measure. The address of an element aij, where I is the row and j is the column. So we have to use the formula, that is the address location of aij, that is equal to b plus I into m plus j multiplied by the size of the data type, whether it is an integer, float or character or any data type, where b is the address of the first element, that is also called base address. Then I is the row index, j is the column index, and m is the number of columns. Then we'll see one example how to calculate the address. Suppose we are having one multidimensional array consisting of 3 rows and 3 columns, and the row numbers are given like 0, 1 and 2, and the columns also given 0, 1 and 2, and these are the elements. So whenever we are representing in row measure, then it will store the first row 6, 4, 3, then 11, 5, 7, and then 8, 15 and 9 sequentially. And if we will start the address of the first element starting from 500, then if it is an integer number, so it will take 2 bytes. So next number will store in 502, then 504, then 506, like that. So how we can calculate the address by the given formula? If we take the elements a of 1 and 2, that is first row and second column, that is the seventh, first row and second column. So by using the formula b plus I into m plus j multiplied by size of the data type, here base address is 500, then I is equal to 1, m is equal to 3, j is equal to 2, and the size of the data type, here it is integer, so multiply by 2. So if we calculate, we will get 510, which is represented here. So next we will see what is the address formula for the column measure. So for the column measure, the address formula is b plus j into n plus I multiplied by size of the data type, where b is the base address, I is the row index, j is the column index, and n is the number of rows. Then we will see the implementation of row measure order and column measure order. So here it is given one C program to implement the row measure and column measure order. So here first we will enter the number of rows, then number of columns, then we will read the elements. So here we are entering the elements of the multidimensional array, and after that we are printing the row measure here, uh, that is printf percentage %d a of I and j by using the for loops. Then for the column measure, again we are printing the elements sequentially for the column measure. Then we will get the output looks like this. Here we are entering the number of rows, that is 2, number of columns, that is 2. So these are the elements. Elements are 4 and 5 for the first row, 6 and 7 for the second row. So for the row measure, it is 4, 5 and 6 and 7, and for the column measure, it is 4, 6 and 5 and 7. So thank you friends for watching these videos.